Hey, what's up, guys? It's Spencer with the Fantasy Fanatics, and we have a new series. Nathan said introduce the series, so I'm introducing it right off the bat. We have 35 quarterbacks right here that we are going to put in their tiers. We have QB1, QB2. We have some that you stash or keep on your bench, and some you should just leave on the waivers. Make sure to follow us at the FF Fanatics 3 on Twitter. There we go. There's the banner. And the fffanatics.com. But enough of the talking. Let's just get right into it.
Let's do it.
This will be fun. We're going to start off with Ryan Tannehill. We might disagree here. I think he should go QB2. I'm guessing you should think he go on the bench. I think that he should go.
I'd say bench.
You want to do it? How should we do this? We didn't really plan this out. You want to switch off?
I mean, I was even going to say waivers maybe.
I'll get one, and then you could start off with this one, then I'll get the next. So you want Tannehill at the bench?
Yeah, we'll put him on the bench. We'll save waivers for like the bottom tier.
Yeah, the Jacoby Brissett's of the world.
Wow.
Or the next ones of the world. Daniel Jones. Yeah, I mean, you're not drafting him. I mean, the bench players are probably ones that you are going to take a flyer on in one quarterback leagues, or you're going to put on the bench at 2 QB leagues. Actually, probably all these guys get drafted in 2 QB leagues.
Yeah,
but Daniel Jones
just do this for one QB.
Yeah, Daniel Jones is on the waivers. I don't think we have to say much. I mean, he might lose his job to Tyrod Taylor, and if Tyrod Taylor is the starter, then Tyrod Taylor goes to the waivers. Now, Tyrod offers some stuff with his feet. I'd probably move Tyrod at the end of bench for some upside bye week fill-ins, maybe. But Matthew Stafford, you're up.
All right, Matthew Stafford. I'm going to put him at QB2. He's kind of on the borderline of 1 and 2. I think we should reserve QB1 for like the elites. QB2 still very startable, very draftable. Great weapons again. Cooper Kupp, A-Rob, Tyler Higbee, both his running backs. I think he's going to be in line for, he'll probably finish just inside top 10.
Yeah. I mean, I think we have him ranked at 10 or 11.
Yep.
So, I mean, he's right there. I think he's probably at the QB2 territory, maybe fighting with Rodgers or Brady there. But Kenny Pickett's up. And how are we going to do these quarterback battles? Are we going to do it as if these guys are the starters, or are we going to do it just
well, as of right now, Mitch is the starter.
So
I would leave Pickett and waivers.
Yeah. I would say he's behind Daniel Jones on the waivers, or maybe he's a stash. I'd say maybe he's a stash because does he offer more than Daniel Jones?
It just goes to the end there, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, does it?
Probably. We'll probably keep Pickett last.
Okay. Next we got Baker, DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, Terrace Marshall, Christian McCaffrey, but he sucks. Yeah, I'm thinking bench.
Ahead of Ryan Tannehill, or
no? I'd put him after Tannehill.
After Tannehill,
yeah, he's got the weapons, but he just hasn't shown anything.
If we get old Baker, then
But what is old Baker? Like a few games of good Baker?
Yeah, he's probably at the end of bench. All right, now this is, oh man. Well, obviously you're not going to. I mean, I think he's going to get drafted in most leagues, right? Should we do this for when he's playing, or just how they draft?
Like, I think it needs to be how you draft. I would leave him on waivers personally.
Really?
He's going to take up a roster spot for 11 or for 12 weeks. You'll have him for only the fantasy playoffs, and who knows how he's going to do.
You might hate me for this, but I'm gonna put him at the beginning of bench. I think he's a good stash if you wait on a quarterback, somebody like a Stafford or Rodgers or Brady. I think you could really stash Watson, and if you make the playoffs, you got a top 5, top 6 QB. I think.
Okay. Next we got Matt Ryan. I'm gonna put him on the bench as well. He's steady. He's not gonna light the world on fire. He's got decent weapons with Michael Pittman and such. But, I don't think I'd be drafting him, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, the weapons aren't anything to write home about either. I think it'll be mostly run. I think he'll
Yeah.
do more. I think he'll do less passing than he's ever done.
Yeah. Agreed.
He's a bye week fill in, or there's much better options,
Agreed.
But Justin Herbert, as much as I don't like him, he is QB1. He's one of those. I wouldn't say he's on the elite tier of the Mahomes. Or maybe you could throw him in that bottom end of the elite tier with the Mahomes, the Allen, the Lamar, the Kyler Murray. I think he's right up there with him. I'm not sure if he's in it, but he's right there.
Mhm.
But he's a QB1. I mean, if you draft him, you're comfortable going into the season.
Yeah. Next we have Jared Goff. I'm gonna put him on the bench, but I think he will be a very decent bye week fill in. Your quarterback gets injured because he's gonna
You want
have good weapons.
to put him above Baker and Ryan, or
I would. I mean, you got Amon Ra, DJ Chark, Hawkinson, Swift, Jamison Williams when he's healthy. He's gonna have plenty of weapons, so I think he could be a very viable bye week fill in.
yeah. Davis Mills. Unfortunately, I think he does hit the waivers. I'd put him after Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones at least offers something with his feet.
Yep.
Davis Mills doesn't have weapons. Davis Mills isn't very good. unless he like majorly improves, I think they're playing for Bryce Young or CJ Stroud. And I'm really hating on Davis Mills, but
he could surprise some people. You never know.
I don't think he surprises people in fantasy football.
Nah, I don't think so either.
I think we have somebody joining Davis here.
Yeah, Geno Smith, I would put him just in front of Davis. I'm so glad I get both Seahawks.
He's got the weapons. He's like equivalent to Davis Mills, but
he just doesn't have the brain. He just doesn't have the brain.
Does Davis Mills have the brain?
It's hard to judge Davis Mills, to be fair. He has absolutely nobody besides Cooks. So, I mean, I don't like hating on him because he's in the worst spot in football.
Yeah. Trey Lance, I'm going to put him in the back of QB2.
Agreed.
I think by next year at this time, I think we could be talking right there. But right here, you got to throw him in QB2. He has the weapons. He has the coach. He's in the right offense. He has the legs, the arm power, everything. We just got to see it first. But I mean, we could very well be talking QB1 by this time next year.
Yep. Kirk Cousins, I'm going to put him in QB2 as well. Pass heavy offense, great weapons as well. He's going to be very steady. He always finishes around the QB 10-ish mark, but no one ever talks about him. But he's solid. If you wait on quarterbacks, maybe throw Kirk Cousins in the mix.
I love Kirk Cousins. I have grown to love Kirk Cousins. He just gets it done.
Yeah.
Like he's not flashy. He's just going to give you 30 touchdowns every single year. Mm-hmm. I mean, he has great weapons. He has a great running game. I think Kirk Cousins is a very good QB2 for your drafts. Tom Brady, this is probably one of the toughest ones.
It's got to be QB1. He was QB3 last year. He was the QB3 last year.
Yeah. I'd say he's at the end of QB1. I think there's a few guys you could throw in front of him there, but he is right on that QB1, QB2 fringe just because he does not put up the rushing stats, or you don't know if he's going to freaking play this year.
He is back.
He showed up to practice, but I could. Now, I'm not even getting down.
You were pushing that narrative. That is unfair. Drew Lock, just put him behind Kenny. Let's get this over with. Where you got Jalen Hurts?
Okay, Jalen Hurts. I'm throwing him ahead of Tom Brady. I think he's QB1. I don't necessarily love Jalen Hurts, the QB, as much as some do, but he has the legs, he has the weapons, he has the arm. He's in a good offense. Maybe not the running backs, but that just means more rushing for him.
Yep. Mac Jones, I'll put him on the bench. Probably just in front of Goff. Think decent bye week fill in. He's got decent weapons. He's just doesn't offer anything with his legs, and you're banking on a pretty pass heavy scheme.
He might be the Kirk Cousins of the 2020s.
Yeah, he just doesn't have Adam Thielen or Justin Jefferson or Stephon Diggs when he was there.
Yeah, they're gonna need to get one of those not great weapons. Derek Carr, I could safely put him in the maybe ahead of Trey Lance. Yeah, just because the weapons they have, I'd put him right in front of Lance.
Sure.
Devontae Adams, Darren Waller, Hunter Renfro, great weapons. I mean, maybe one of the best 1-2-3 punches in the league.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely up there.
Sure.
Maybe the best 1-2 quarterback or wide receiver and tight end duo. Can you think of a better one? I don't think I can.
I cannot. Let's see. Next we got Joe Burrow. I'm gonna put Burrow just at the. I'll probably put him at the very front of QB2. The very
Yeah,
front.
I think he's on that. He's right at that QB2, QB1 fringe.
Yeah, great weapons. There's not much else to say. Dude's
Yeah, I
a stud.
mean, he can even use his legs every now and then. Zach Wilson.
Your mom's favorite player.
I'm gonna put him. I'll put him in front of Mac Jones just because the
Okay.
weapons they got this year. He can use his legs. I think he could end up as a QB2. I wouldn't be shocked. I'll put him in front of Deshaun Watson actually,
Okay.
because I think Zach Wilson is at the top of the tiers of bye week fill-ins. I don't know if you stash him in one quarterback leagues, maybe in like a 12 or 14 team league. Maybe if you don't get a great quarterback, but I think he's a breakout potential player. Another breakout potential player for you here.
Trevor, I'm gonna put right in front of Zach Wilson on the bench. Great.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of potential though, just not many weapons.
Jameis Winston, somebody I talked about. I will throw him. I think he has potential, but I will throw him right there with Trevor Lawrence and Zach Wilson for bye week fill-ins.
Tua, I'll put right in front of Trevor on the bench just because of his weapons.
Yeah, he's got great weapons. And does he use his feet that much?
He can, but he doesn't really.
Trubisky, I think Trubisky's going to win out the starting job, but I don't think he'll be a great fantasy player. Somebody you can keep your eyes on the waivers for bye week fill-ins.
Yeah, Mahomes, nothing really to say. I'll put him above Herbert. He's my QB2 or 3-ish. QB2 or 3.
Yeah, Lamar, I think, goes probably above Herbert.
Yeah,
I think the top 4 are Kyler, Mahomes, Murray, and Josh. I don't think.
Yep. I think Murray goes right behind Lamar in QB1.
Yeah, these are the elites of the elites up here.
Yep.
I'd maybe leave out Jalen and Tom, but those are the elites of the elites. Wentz, I hate to do it. I mean, we were kind of hoping that he'd do something behind that great offensive line last year, but he didn't. I think he's a waiver quarterback.
I think Mariota is as well. I just don't see him producing.
Would you put him above Wentz?
No, I would not actually.
Would you put him after Wentz, above Mitch?
I'd probably put him right after Wentz, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, he can use his legs. He showed that in Oakland last year.
Mm-hmm.
Dak is right in the middle of that QB2 tier, I think, right above Kirk.
Okay.
I think that's a really good spot for him.
Okay.
If you don't do what you need to right here,
we'll put Josh right behind Gino. Yeah.
I think he's unanimous in our
unanimous QB1.
Yep. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers, I know it's crazy to do this to the back-to-back MVP, but I think he's right at the top of QB2 just because Allen Lazard it might be his best option. I think that's going to really hurt him.
Yep. Jacoby Brissett waivers.
I think
I don't think he's going to be good, and
I'll put him right above Gino. Justin Fields. I'll put him.
Oh, I'd put him with like Tua and Trevor if it was me.
Really? I'll put him behind.
Yeah, I put him behind him.
I'll put him behind Derek Carr ahead of Trey Lance because I think Justin's rushing can be better, and I think his passing is going to be better than Trey Lance's. But last one. All right, we lost Nathan, but for the last one, I think Russ would go right above Joe Burrow. Probably I'd put him either right after Stafford or right above Burrow. He has Cortland Sutton. He has Jerry Jeudy, Albert O. He's in a good offense. He has the rushing ability. Yeah, I think it's still there somewhat. But I like Russ for this year to finish right at that high-end QB2 level. But that is it. We'll have the running backs tomorrow. Wide receivers would be Wednesday. So, or wide receivers would be Thursday, and then tight ends Friday. Make sure you follow us at the FF Fanatics 3 on Twitter and check out our website, the FF